What is going on, water signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and it's totally fine. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me regarding your daily love reading. We're going to go ahead and get started with this, okay? Let me know what you guys are up to. Oh, and also, yes, I've changed my deck using the ShadowScapes Tarot, and it will be in the description box below. Also, guys, if you want to purchase it yourself, get a little bit closer, or get a better idea of what the cards look like. If I'm not showing them well enough, or what have you. At the same time, you can give the artist some love, because I love these cards. I wanted to go for a little bit more fluid and more abstract approach. As you hear me, guys, I sound very mellow. It's like, oh, is she high? I'm like, no, I'm not high. I'm just chill. Okay, with all that said, though, despite my ramblings, go ahead and pick your sides. You know how to do this, fam. Pick the side that resonates with you the most. If the reading doesn't really, resonate, that's okay, like I said. But at the same time, though, the other person, the side that doesn't resonate will be the person that you're dealing with. The person in the middle will be the relationship itself. Let's go ahead and see what's up. Okay. Seven of Swords is the relationship right now. Somebody is avoiding something. It's not necessarily being straight up, but there's avoidance here. Some of you guys, it could be taking a risk, but I don't think so. Some of you guys are, somebody's straight up avoiding something. The reason why? Because you have the devil. The devil talks about kind of holding on to something. Not necessarily holding on to anything. Because honestly, the environment looks like it's very entrapping, right? If you look closely in the card, you see that there's an individual at the very bottom. So they're stuck in a cage usually. But in the Waite version, as you see all the time, since I use it so often, there was two people chained to the devil himself. But the thing is that the chains were very loose. Nobody actually didn't have to stay there. They could have just actually lifted over their heads and been like, peace. Howdy, 5,000 or 2,000. I always mess up the 1,000 thing. But anyway, the devil here does indicate too that this could be like, with the Seven of Swords combination for me, always indicates kind of escapism. Like somebody's always like trying to escape from the relationship, or trying to escape into a different dimension. But the thing is, not a dimension, but like obviously, you know what I mean, like trying to escape the situation to a more of a place that's familiar, but maybe not be beneficial for themselves or the relationship. Now the devil can also indicate here that there's a little bit that somebody feels trapped, or there is just looking at this situation that makes them feel trapped. Well, this person feels like they've reached a certain peak of commitment, stability, and are ready to kind of take on the next step, right? This is about them being at a place of, or either that being at a place of stability or trying to get there, right? Well, let's go ahead and keep moving, because I know like we can talk on and on about the devil and the Four of Wands and all that. But this is a general reading, and it's only meant to be for 10 minutes, and I always go over it every day. Every day I go over. But let's go ahead and take a look at what is going down in your internal energies. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Since here, the Eight of Wands. Okay. And then the Hanged Man. Wow. I need that the Knight of Wands. I always get the Knight and the Nine of Wands a bit confused. They look very similar, but wow. So this person is busting their behind to make this relationship stable as much as they can. So in a way, the Seven of Swords, I don't think this is necessarily them like trying to escape or anything. But that maybe, I don't know if they're exactly avoiding anything per se, but they have the Seven of Pentacles. I think they're trying to work at becoming the seven, they're trying to work at something, trying to make it stable, but they put in a lot of work already. They've been doing a lot of work. They've been putting a lot of energy into it. They're not necessarily sure if this is something they continue want to do. They want to do continuously. because they've been at it for quite some time. But at the same time, they've made it up to the 7. That means that they've been there for some time. And when it comes to Pentacles, it took them a long time before they can actually start seeing some sort of progress being made in the direction that they want. May not still be at the peak of that they want, starting to now see it. But is it something they're going to continue to put their heart and soul into? That's the question. Now, with this individual here with the Devil and the 8 of Wands, this person is definitely feeling a little bit trapped in this situation, right? This is about what is going on with this, what the devil is showing them, or what the devil is presenting in their life. Internally, they see a lot of things moving fast. They're making a lot of progress within themselves. It's very interesting. They're utilizing the devil energy in the best way possible, in a way. They're making progress here. It's very interesting. I would consider these two very contradicting energies, especially with the Hangman coming up. It's like there's a lot of things coming through, but is there actual movement? Right? I feel like perhaps there isn't any movement. Perhaps this is more communication. There's a lot more things moving fast, right? Moving fast in what direction? Right? There's no clear direction where they're going. Nobody knows where anything's going. So I feel like, yeah, there's things happening. It's very interesting. Some of this person is not even being honest with themselves. Like this person here knows that there is nothing moving. Like they've been sitting here for forever, and this person here is just like, honestly, they don't even see that there's a problem. They're acting like they don't see that that's a problem. And the Hangman here in the actual energy, that's a major arcana card. There's nothing moving, nothing happening, nothing. And then this person is coming up as the 8 of Wands. They could be doing something within themselves, but even then, these are two kind of contradicting energies: avoidance, feeling trapped, Hangman, stagnancy, nothing moving. And this person's resonating with energy the most, while this person is kind of contradicting that. I have to wonder, what is this person's mindset right now? There's nothing moving. So where are you getting this progress being made from? I hate to say it, but maybe this person's slightly delusional, but we'll take a look, right? We'll take a look and see what's going on. Oh, the Tower. That's contradicting the Hangman energy too, but that's in the external energy. We'll see what comes up in the external energy for the relationship. But what's up with the other person here? Justice. Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. Progress for justice, and in a way that's still making some moves. Perhaps this is, because the Hangman is stagnancy for. It is stagnancy for a different perspective, or for looking at a situation from a different angle, and you have the Hierophant. Interesting, family. Interesting. This is what we're working with, the 9 of Cups, underlying energy. I don't know if I showed that to you, but there we go. So this person has been through a lot with this relationship. It's obvious, right? And I feel like the Tower, there is something that's coming in. Perhaps this person isn't delusional. They had delusional. I was calling it a little too early, because honestly, there's no cards indicating that at all. No delusions, no nothing. The 2 here, they still register me as a little skeptical. But we're gonna leave that alone for a little bit, because this person here has got some Tower energy coming up in their external energy, and it could be because of this individual. They may be feeling stuck in their situation, or there may be a situation that they're dealing with that has this kind of like this overbearing sort of feeling to them. But it doesn't. But remember, the Devil does indicate that although there's a situation that looks like there is no power, you do have all the power in the world to get out of your situation. If you don't like it, don't be in it, right? Do something about it. And I feel like this person is doing something about it. That's why they have Justice in their external energy. I think they do feel trapped. I think they do feel like the situation's a bit unhealthy, or that they just feel like there's not much that they can do, or they just don't feel like there's a lot of power given to them. They're making the steps now to do it. It may be uncomfortable though. The situation, how they're doing it could be very uncomfortable. They could be feeling very overwhelmed right now. They could be feeling very overwhelmed because they're trying to make amends. They're trying to, bridge the gap, correct some wrongs, or do something in regards to some kind of karmic connection, because you have the Hierophant here. there may be something in regards to some sort of like adjustment or change of perspective regarding someone's commitment. Both parties are doing that, that's for sure. There's a change in perspective in regards to the commitment. And I feel like this individual here is starting to finally see progress out of the blue, because they're finally tapping into that. And the reason why this person is tapping in, that's probably because they're releasing some old habits or behaviors that may not have been working for them, or the connection, which is totally fair enough. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for people to click, get it together, right? And at the same time, this person may have just been struggling with it, right? They could have just been having a hard time working on changing, working on developing better habits for themselves, to better their boundaries. And I feel like that's what's coming on. That's coming up. They're correcting the scales. They're balancing things out. That's why there's progress for them. This person here is like looking at how much they put in, how much they potentially have to put in, and if this is something they want to continue to do. At the same time, they've come so far, and I feel like at the same time, the Tower energy here is showing that there is some changes happening. Things are not going to be the same, obviously, with the Tower coming down like that. So the Seven of Swords to me is not just, it is stepping outside of a comfort zone in a way, because this person, the devil for this person is a comfort zone. They were comfortable with the way that they were handling things, which wasn't necessarily healthy for both parties. And at the same time, the Seven of Swords for this person, I don't know. I feel like with this individual, it may be coming out and taking a risk as well, and just going with it and keep pushing forward and still working with it, because I still feel like there's still a lot of emotions invested in it. Even though I don't see no Cups cards, even though I don't see any of that, the Four of Wands is their main objective. They want to be in a place of stability. They want to feel like they're in a place of, prosperity. They want to be able to look at where they've come, to get to a place where it's solid. And the only way for them to do that is to commit. But after everything they've been through, they don't know what to expect after that, right? They don't know what to deal with, what comes after this. They don't know what comes after the Tower. That's all up to them, though. Whether they can commit to this or commit to something different, change their commitment altogether. All right, you guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys later on. Bye now.